All right, if you could just start off by saying who you are, where you train out of, a little intro about yourself.
My name is Cody the Renegade Gibson. I train out of San Luis Obispo County, California. Was that it? Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you were approached to do this, how you found out, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, it was kind of interesting because I fought my last fight was in November in Los Angeles, and after that fight, I transitioned management, and so I get a DM in my Instagram from someone from the UFC, and at first, whenever you get a DM like that, you think this isn't very official. It's on Instagram. And so I had to call my new management. And the reason they DM'd me is because they didn't know who my new management was. I contacted Sucker Punch, Brian from Sucker Punch, and was like, "Is this legit, or is this like a hoax or something?" And he said, "No, it's legit." So that's how I found out they didn't know who to contact. So they social media DM'd me. Yeah.
Was it an immediate, hell yes, I want to do this, or did you ever think about it?
As far as the opportunity, it was a hell yes, I want to do this, but I did have to figure out things in life with work, and I had to take a leave of absence from teaching and things like that. So there was a lot of things to figure out, but I knew that I wanted to take the opportunity for sure.
And when you were approached or before you accepted, did you know who the coaches were, or did you find out after?
Yeah, there were a lot of rumors, circling about who the coaches might be. So we didn't know for a long time. I think until we close to about got here before it was finally announced who the coaches were. So, yeah, I wasn't sure.
Was there, when you heard the names, was there any, what was your reaction? Were you like, this is even better than I thought, or oh, great, now I have to be Tim McGregor potentially, or what was the thought there?
Yeah, anytime Conor McGregor's attached to anything in the sport, it's going to be magnified. So, that's good for all of us in our careers, So I was excited that he was going to be a part of it. Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff has already started leaking about the cast and some drama already early on between. The first thing that kind of leaked was there were some rumors that Conor came in and kind of cut a bunch of people and put all his guys in. Did you guys hear about any of that, or was any of that happening within?
Got his guys in the show. No, we were just, they usually, we don't know when we get to Vegas, we don't know if we're going to be on the show. They usually bring alternates and things like that. So I guess if the other guys are like me, you're pretty self-centered in that regard. You're thinking, am I in? So that was more or less my focus, was making sure I was here for a reason. So, yeah.
It looks like that actually turned out to not be the case. There's only, I think, one person from this gym, so it sounded like half the roster was cut for him. So it was kind of drama, but that's kind of exciting to know that people are already talking about it while it's going. There's also some hints that something went down between Conor and Michael Chandler. Dana said it wasn't very good, and he was really shocked by it. Have you noticed anything between the two of them?
Yeah, there's been a lot of different interactions, but tune in May 30th, and you'll see. It's been an interesting season, to say the least.
How about yourself? Have you had any do you have any friends in the house, or any enemies in the house yet, or has it been getting along?
Yeah, that's one of the things we've talked about is that there's no scumbags in the house. A lot of times, fighters come from all sorts of varieties. And I remember one of the guys, said he didn't bring family photos for that reason. He didn't know who was going to be in the house. But luckily, I think we've got a good cast of guys, good people, and it's been enjoyable, to say the least.
And I know you guys are kind of locked down. You can't talk to too many people or watch TV. I'm Zooming and all this stuff. Is there anything that you're excited to watch on TV when you get out? I can't wait to watch the John Jones fight, or I can't wait to catch up on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, me and my wife, we watch shows together, so I'm curious as to see how much stuff I've got to catch up on, because I'm sure she didn't wait this long without me. So I'm sure I'm gonna have some catching up on some of our Netflix stuff and stuff like that. But music has been the hardest thing. I think you take for granted how much music is a part of your life, and then when it's taken out of your life, yeah, you miss it. So
Did they take out music because of like the licensing, or do you know why they? I didn't know that they took music out. That's crazy.
I think it's an audio thing more than anything else. They don't want music playing, and there's an interaction that they want to catch on film. So yeah, I think that's why. That's what they tell us, at least.
And did you guys get to watch the John Jones fight? Did you see that fight at all, or were you allowed? I know sometimes they
Is
let you
that?
guys watch fights. Is he allowed to watch them?
That's fine. Yeah, that's the one thing we've been able to do is watch the fights, and we're lucky because it's been week by week. There hasn't been like a lull in action, and when you're sitting in a house all day, and I mean we train twice a day, but we're in that house a lot, so every Saturday is a fun day for us because we know we're gonna have something to do outside of the little bit we do. So yeah.
Is it cool to watch the broadcast and kind of be mentioned on it? Like they talk about tough, and you're like, we're here right now. Have you seen any of that?
Yeah, during the pay-per-view last week, we got to see our names come up on the screen and the official announcement of the cast, and so that was pretty cool. Knowing that my family, always watches the pay-per-views, and I'm sure I have some messages and things like that from people who didn't know who now do. So yeah, exciting.